Congratulations, Sarah.
Thank you.
How does it feel to win not just like world championships, but just sweep across the board?
I wasn't expecting that, to be honest, but it feels really good. I think it's a culmination of things. It's one thing to win, it's one thing to get PRs, and then you make 6 for 6 or whatever, you know, just like putting all of those good things together, you know, and also a lot of the things I've been working on between the years finally are like coming through, and I'm working on that successful. At this point, my mind is my only limiting factor, so to be able to allow myself to do things that I'm capable of and to help represent Team USA is a good thing, you know, because sometimes you can't keep it together at the right times, you know, like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, and I'm glad today was one of those sometimes it's good days.
Today, I mean, you looked like you were on fire. You went 6 for 6, awesome performance. Like the last big meet we saw you at was Rio, where you got bronze, it was huge. But today it seemed like you just had like this intensity on your lifts that, you know, was really next level. What was that all about?
You have to. I mean, you have to have that kind of intensity. If you didn't, you shouldn't be at the World Championships, right? I mean, this isn't some, you know, a casual stroll in the park. This is the best athletes in the world, outside of the Olympic Games, of course, that you're going to compete against. You know, I care very much about representing my country and my club and my mom and my Heavenly Father, and I take that very seriously, and it's not something to just stroll around. I mean, you'll see me outside of the competition. I'm kind of messing around and having a goofy time, but I can't have that kind of intensity 24 hours a day. So when it's time to have that intensity, you're going to see it out there. You see a different Sarah there than you're going to see any other time, any other show, any other network, any other time, whatever. You're not going to see it. But you have to have that kind of intensity. You have to have that focus. You have to have that kind of confidence. I'm just glad, you know, I was able to put it together, you know, because there are a lot of times when you're going through things and you just, sometimes you don't feel good, sometimes you don't feel confident or whatever, and I'm glad I was able to use all the tools in my toolbox and help represent Team USA well.
Your social media presence is very different than other weightlifters. A lot of weightlifters are just like, look what I squatted, look what I pulled, and your social media presence is a lot more personality based, a lot more fun.
Oh yeah.
And you're able to still turn it on, you know, when it's time to compete. Why don't you post? Do you just like keeping it secret, just being like, look, you know, what I'm working on is mine?
I don't really have any secrets. I mean, there's a time and a place to post certain lifts, but I mean, I'm training. Like, I have to set up a camera every time I lift something. Like, I'm trying to focus on my training. I'm not trying to get followers, you know, I'm trying to do what I'm supposed to be doing. And then everyone's all like, even my coach will take a video, I'm like, you said it to me, it's like, oops, I already deleted it. I'm like, gosh dang it. It's like, you know, like filming things so far as training is, I mean, it's not that important. And I mean, how many times can you watch a snatch and a clean and jerk in training and have it be okay? It's like the same 4 walls, the same, like, how do you even know which day is which?
You'd be surprised.
Like, who cares anyway? I could film something and post it like 3 weeks from now and you think it's like, I did it then? So whatever. So, I mean, I've learned, my experience over the past few years, I've learned that weightlifting isn't all there is. There was a point where weightlifting was my main focus in my life, and it still is my main focus, but I have other things in my life. And I'm not Sarah Robles the weightlifter, I'm just Sarah Robles, and I do weightlifting. I compete in weightlifting. I'm Sarah Robles and I go to church. I'm Sarah Robles and I'm a family member. I'm Sarah Robles and I volunteer in the community or whatever it is. So it's like, only posting weightlifting, you only see one side of somebody. And I think you need to, especially for little kids, you need a positive influence, and then you need to realize that your idols or whatever, they're actual people, and we struggle and we do things and we're silly just like everybody else, and sometimes you only see one facet of them, and it's not necessarily an accurate representation of who we are and what we're doing with our lives. So I just try to be myself, and I'm silly and goofy, and there's no point in having this kind of intensity every single day. Like, it's too exhausting. So I'm just enjoying myself and bringing everybody else along for the ride. I'm pretty sure my coach probably was like, that's dumb, don't post that online, but whatever, it's America. Freedom of press, right? Or whatever.
Was there a turning point that you kind of got that level of like sort of maturity, right? So you were talking about how previously weightlifting was everything, and now it's just a facet of who you are as a person. Was there like a turning point at which that happened, or has it just been kind of the natural progression of growing into the sport?
Yeah, so a couple years ago in 2013, when I was not allowed to compete for 2 years, I had a rude awakening of who I was and what I wanted and where I was going, and so I had to make a shift, mostly at that time just to cope, because I would just watch weightlifting and I would just cry, and I just wasn't emotionally in a good place. I wasn't socially in a good place. I wasn't spiritually in a good place. I just had to fix me, and so I had to take time to just be myself and focus on myself. And there are things that I'm still coming around to, like there's people on the team I can still barely wait, I met you before but I don't remember your name, because I really I completely took myself out of the sport and just started focusing on myself and doing what I needed to, and that made all the difference in the world. And I have other things to fall back on. So yes, there was definitely a turning point. I mean, there was other things I wanted to do, but the situation I was in and the coach I was with, everything was just weightlifting is number one. Nothing else matters, and I felt really restricted. And I'm a person that you kind of have to let the reins go, and I will decide to do things. And when it's my decision to do something, it's going to be a lot easier for everyone. If you're forcing me to do something, I rebel a little bit, and it just makes it harder for everybody. So I have a coach that allows me to do that. And USA Weightlifting is good with that as well. I haven't really felt a lot of pressure from them, like World Championships. I mean, it's a big deal to win a world medal, but it's like, Sarah, we really need you to do this, blah, blah, blah. No one's putting any pressure on me to do things, and so that's good. It's helping to keep me motivated, because, I don't know, I mean, I had that switch. It's come around. It's taken a long time. Years. I mean, I first put my hands on a barbell in 2004, and it's 2017 now. It's mathing. I almost thought it was 2018. Not yet.
Well, whatever you're doing is working. Thank you so much. Congratulations. And we'll see you at the next big meet.
Thanks a lot.